All right, y'all. So now let's move on. Now, speaking of closeted or coming out of the closet, coming out of the dark. Let's talk about Queen Latifah. So it looks like after many years of people speculating, being like, why she ain't come out the closet, why she ain't admitting she a lesbian, why she ain't admitting she like the clam chowder. Now, like she finally is talking about it in an interview with her girl, and I love her too, Angie Martinez. She did her IRL podcast where they basically opened up why she chose the 2021 BET Lifetime Achievement Award speech to come out and reveal that she likes the DJ. So now we do have the clip. I want y'all to hear what she had to say. It is a pretty long clip, but I feel like with the context, we definitely just need to hear what she got to say. And we are going to watch what she had to say and then come back and talk. Please hold.
Because I had the Brat on and Judy.
No
Have
question.
you ever spent time with the Brat and Judy?
I would like to spend some time
You
with the
should
Brad and Judy,
absolutely spend time with them.
especially now.
They are
Now,
so
this
funny.
where I need to be
No, they
around.
are so funny. But the Brat was explaining to me, like, there was a time that she couldn't do certain things and be certain ways. And that was just it. That was the
Right.
law. And then she got to a point, she was like, look, I just want to, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
no
you
more.
stop
Like,
caring.
you stop
Live
caring.
your
Now
life.
she's way more open with her.
Right.
They got a reality show. She's
Right,
not
right,
like you.
yep.
She's way more open, and that's her choices, everybody's choices. But I'm just saying, like, the feeling of feeling, I don't know, you just, even the little bit that you share now, you seem happy and free about it. You don't seem pressed about it, but you also, I just wonder if there was another side of that. If you ever felt
Definitely.
tight and
Oh, no question, no
yeah.
question. I felt tight from jump. But what I felt was, and I still feel it, people think they know me and they don't. Like, I'm still not the box you think I'm in. Like, whatever you think, you're wrong 9 times out of 10. And that is why I really can't justify all your thoughts, dear public. God
Dear
bless
public.
you. Dear public, I cannot justify all your thoughts about me by either verifying or, I don't need to clarify that because my life is much more rich than whatever you think. My life is way more colorful than all that. You know what I mean? I'm a Pisces. You know what I'm saying? A full-blooded, free-ranging Pisces over here, and I do what I feel. You know what I'm saying? So you may have to live your life like this, and so you're trying to figure out how does she live her life?
Yeah, they want to
I
know.
live the
They
life
want to
my
know.
way. Oh, you can't even believe it. Whatever you thought, think bigger. You know what I mean? Go further.
Heard you.
You ain't far enough. Yes, that's good. Now go further.
This without being too nosy, but it's like, you have made a shift, a public shift.
Damn, did I?
You
To what?
did.
What I do?
Stop. You are a married woman with a child. You do carpets with your wife. I met your wife at the Mary J. Blige concert, by the way. I think I met her
Oh
briefly
my
before,
gosh,
but I
did
saw
you?
her there.
She was going
I
off,
told her we
right?
were coming up to the pod. She was like, "Good, get her." No, she didn't say it. Well, maybe she said something like that. She said,
Good Lord.
it was great. But when you've let people in a little bit. I mean, you went on a stage,
Poquito,
the
okay?
tiniest bit. So I'm not gonna ask about details about none of the intimate home.
Thank you.
I won't. I promise. I won't. But you did go on stage. You shout pride. You clearly are living in your truth and your family and
Well,
your
it was
life.
Pride Day.
Dana.
I can't do just the
Latifah.
regular shit.
Stop.
It gotta be looked at deeper. It was the damn Pride week in LA. What you? I'm sorry.
No, stop.
Talk to me.
You made a choice to do that.
I did.
Yeah. So what about can you talk about that? Like that decision to just make that choice in a woman who's had the career that you've had with the speculation for all those years and the decision to be so private, to make a decision to go, you know what? I'm gonna just say this and leave it right there. Like that's a decision. Like, so what makes you make that decision? And then what does that feel like? I guess is the question.
I was getting a Lifetime Achievement Award, and I didn't want to leave out the people who were part of the Lifetime.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's about it.
That was it?
That's it.
Really?
It's really that simple.
It was not more complicated
It
than
was
that?
so not more complicated than that. And it's funny because it's not always that deep.
Some people think that if you don't share, it means you're hiding something. Versus, I'm okay with just not sharing. I guess maybe that's the difference.
I mean, or maybe it's a combination of both.
Yeah.
You know, when I was growing up, or kind of hanging out, people just even in this business, people are just so fascinated about people's private lives.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, so fascinated by what you're doing with your private life. Why? Is it because you're curious? Is it because you're intrigued? Is it because you might like you'd be surprised.
Mhm. I think also sometimes people wanna know how you navigating
Listen,
'cause it's
ask
hard
me
for other
personally how I'm navigating, but don't expect unless it's Angie,
Yeah.
I may tell you how I navigate.
Okay.
I mind my business. It's okay to mind your business and handle
Yes.
your business.
Mhm.
Um, I do try to mind my business.
Yes.
Hold on, I had my thing muted. It was like, look, so mind the business, girl. Mind the business. Mind the business. That's what she said. Remember that from Fresh Prince? But anyway, so Miss Dana Elaine is out here saying that what was that? What was the reason and all this other stuff? And it's like, girl, we've been. I mean, quiet as it's kept. We all knew. I mean, she was always outside, and she just. I don't remember if she said this in the clip, but yeah, she was always outside. She was like, I was basically living my life, and yeah, some people look at her sideways because it was like, but yeah, you were the same one that was running around making it seem like you was dating men. Also, my boyfriend. She would say that in interviews, and then I'm sitting there like, the Wendy Williams look like girl. But as the brat alluded to in an interview that she did, because she said that she spoke previously about Latifah's influence on her own decision to come out, waiting on what that moment meant for artists of her generation, saying it was against the rules back in the day for a female artist. You couldn't do that. You couldn't tell that. Remember, Ellen DeGeneres lost everything back in the day. And people have to realize it's like, yeah, you could not be out back in the days in like the 90s and the 2000s or whatever the case was and have like a real big career. The closest y'all got to Latifah being Latifah was when she was Cleo and set it off, as in the lesbian aspect. Now, the criminal or the other stuff, yeah, that was part of the script. But seeing Latifah be on her element, oh, that you got that from watching her as Cleo and set it off. But I totally understand. Like when she was talking about her wife Ebony and all this other stuff, and yeah, that's to me, that's the perfect way, in my opinion, to come out as part of the community. Is that you go and okay, so I got a lifetime achievement award. This is the perfect time that I want to come in and just reveal that this is me, this is my life, and this is who I'm living my life with. I don't need to go and make a whole big public statement in People magazine and say I'm gay in the font. Like I don't need to, I mean, I'm not, and there's no shade to anybody who wants to do that, but I don't need to come out and do that in my way. She's doing it in an old school, subtle type of way that she decided to do it. It's like, yeah, then people go, well, we been there. But yeah, y'all the same ones that was bitching and moaning because she ain't said nothing. And I like the fact that Latifah lives a quiet life. The reason why I put this picture because that's Ebony next to her, the woman she's been in a long-term relationship with and who she has a child with. So yeah, I used to see Dana Elaine down at the pier all the time when she would drive through the area with a new girl every week and on the passenger side of her best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. No, that's a joke. But every time I say passenger side, I always think TLC no scrubs. Except I don't know if she had scrubs in the seat. But Latifah was outside and she was being her big old lesbian self. But all jokes aside, she was doing her. It's just the fact that because she wasn't announcing it from the rooftops in front of a mainstream audience, people feel like she wasn't being bulldaggerish enough. But Latifah was outside. So shout out to her. Shout out to that video. Shout out to Angie Martinez because, it's nobody but Angie Martinez is going to get that side of her to come out. It's like Angie Martinez definitely got like these real close kinships with certain women in the industry that'll really like go and get deep with her. I believe she'll get it with her, with Latifah, with Mary J. Blige, a couple of others, but those are like the top two, excuse me, off the top of my head that I could see her having that situation with. But anyway, so I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story regarding what Queen Latifah revealing why she chose the BET Award speech to publicly come out of the closet? And also, if you want to see more Latifah, she is hosting the American Music Awards in 45 minutes because it is about 7:18 as I'm doing this story. And I believe the AMAs is at 8 o'clock. live on ABC. I'll probably watch it tomorrow because it'll be on Hulu. So, oh wait, I don't think it's on Hulu. I think it's on Paramount, right? I think it's CBS. So I have Paramount Plus. I actually have the live feed where I can watch it as it's happening. But I hate ads. I hate all that stuff. So I'm gonna just wait till tomorrow and just watch it because I'm sure there's quite a few performances and award giveaways that I'm not gonna care about. I'm gonna just skim right through it. But I definitely want to see Latifah because I've been a Queen Latifah fan for a long time since her hip hop era when she was doing the hip house type sound where she was rapping over the house beats. And then she did Black Rain, and then she had the acting career, and then living single and all the movies and all the other stuff. So I'm a big Latifah fan. So shout out to her, and shout out to Living Your Truth niece. I mean auntie, because you owe them to be my aunt. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.